Reserve.
The gentleman reserves. The gentlewoman from Minnesota is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I yield 2.5 minutes to the gentleman from Texas.
The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Madam Chairman, I rise to oppose the previous question so that we can immediately consider H.R. 6858, the American Energy Independence from Russia Act. That would not only strengthen our security and independence, it would lower gas prices by approving the Keystone Pipeline, removing restrictions on LNG exports, restarting production on federal lands and waters, and overall encouraging more American energy development. In the midst of skyrocketing inflation and surging prices at the pump, along with the geopolitical context where Europe is dependent on Russia oil and gas, you would think the Biden administration would abandon their whole-of-government approach to targeting American energy production. Since Biden took office, he's used every tool at his disposal to undermine the oil and gas industry and our energy independence along with it. In addition to the onslaught of his unilateral attacks, his first presidential budget was released and called for $35 billion in punitive tax increases on the oil and gas industry. And his administration has weaponized and abused their regulatory authority to attack the industry at every turn. SEC reports, FERC permitting, OMB directives, EPA radical regulations. But what's more astonishing is Biden's latest budget, which is $4 trillion in taxes, includes $45 billion in taxes on oil and gas. These are the same provisions that his own party rejected and had to abandon their Build Back Broke proposal. So just like he's done with the regulatory regime, it appears our president's weaponizing the tax code to cancel an entire sector of our economy, one that is paramount to our prosperity and security. As events around the world constrain supply, he seems hell-bent to ensure that anyone but American energy producers, the most efficient, cleanest producers in the world, are positioned to supply the United States and our people and our allies around the world. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back.
I reserve